I'm so excited about speaking with you all. I've been watching Wu-Tang Clan since it first came on Hulu. I am a big fan of the show. So I'm very happy to be interviewing you right now. So I just want to go ahead and get right into it. I guess one of my questions would be, when you beat your second case, why were you so adamant about putting Wu-Tang together instead of actually trying to push your own solo career again after that?
That's a great question. In reality, you know, Wu-Tang was always something that I wanted to do. That's why you'll notice in season 1, in episode 10, you see he started to formulate that idea. But it took the trauma of the total disappointment of my mother. My mother was so disappointed in me as a person when I was going through that trial. And when I won the trial, she just gave me that look and she said, listen, it's your second chance and you could change your life and go the right direction. And I knew that I had to just go that right direction. Now, we don't show this in the show, but that's when they say that I stopped smoking weed, I stopped drinking, I changed my diet. I got so focused, yo. It was incredible, you know what I mean? And it helped. It helped. So we don't show every detail in the show, but just wanted to point that out to you that it was a total change in my way of living. I had to leave the negative and go to the positive.
Mm-hmm. And also, it's just so funny now knowing the history that everybody in the Wu-Tang Clan, they actually did not get along. They were enemies and rivals. But what made you want to push them together still, even though Wu-Tang Clan became so many members? So why you wanted those people in it so bad instead of just getting other people that was good at rapping?
Pretty good question, but it was not just, it was about the whole community, you know? And it was also me as a producer knowing that this is some of the best talent in the game. You keep in mind that I've traveled through New York as a producer and as an MC, and I met a lot of other talent. And it was a lot of dope. That's why you hear in our show, we play music from the West Coast. We play EPMD, Rakim. These are all of the greats. But I felt like on Staten Island, we had a bunch of greats right here that could be peers with these MCs. And so I wanted to open the door for all of us to get in.
And I guess this question would be for both of you all. You know, it's so many different rap groups, artists, and come from your time and from the, you know, East Coast. Why do you all feel like this story needs to be told? Why do Wu-Tang Clan story needs to be told? What makes it so important over any other artists from the East Coast?
Alex?
Well, I mean, I can't speak on other artists. I could say, you know, certainly one of the big differences about this group is there's so many of them, right?
Yeah.
And just to you know, look at whether it's a rap group or a rock band, like look how hard it is to get 4 people to come together and get along and create something great. And, you know, for this particular story, for any time, but, you know, particularly in the time that we're living in now, you know, to get 8 and eventually 9 people together who had differences, had very big differences, obviously, you know, to either put those differences aside or embrace, you know, accept the differences in each other and come together, create something greater than the sum of their parts. That's something that changed the course of music and affected culture, American culture, world culture, and are still together, you know, touring today. I mean, that is an incredible story. And I think that's a really incredible message for people in any generation, but especially in the generation we're living now. You know what I mean? Like you can accomplish more together if you just come together and just kind of look at what do you have in common instead of looking about what you don't have in common. Do you know what I mean? Because if you do that, we all got a lot more in common with each other than we think we do.
Right.
Yeah.
And my last question would be, on the boat, on this week's episode, did you know in the end that they were going to be willing to come together, or you still was just really just trying to make it, see if it'll work?
I mean, the ferry boat ride happened in real life, and we, of course, was able to now tell it into a dramatized way. The ferry boat's only 30 minutes, and that episode is 1 hour. So that's why we actually had to ride the ferry boat back and forth. Just about 1 hour. But point being made, to answer your question, I have the confidence. that what we had in common was stronger than what we had against each other. And I just want to point out something that's in the TV show that's real. Yeah, guns was in people's pockets. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, like they say, yo, yeah, they bought the ratchet. You know what I mean? But no, at the end of the day, Power, Ghost, Ray, Devon, these are all very smart men, all alpha males. And the thing about alpha males is that everybody wants to be a leader, but it's not about being a leader. It's about recognizing the power of leadership. You know what I mean? And that means at any given moment, somebody could be that. And at that particular time in life, it was up to the Abbott. And boom, boom, here we are.
Well, thanks so much. I can't wait to finish the season. I appreciate you all for talking with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.